for our guest royalty commence recognition. With us.
Riway, Philippines, let me hear you scream! A journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. Little did I know, it's already 9 years that I'm now in Riway, Philippines. And over these 9 years, I'm well loved. A person that people like to hate because of how strict I am. And the people that adores me for who I am. For this reason, really have to give Riway, Philippines a big hand. You know, when I first came to the Philippines, I came along with a lot of setbacks in my life. I had a team, the team broke down, and I was left without anyone. My family was broke, the family was near to poverty level. And 9 years ago, I made this decision to come. And for this reason, I really need to thank a person today, and there's none other than my wife, who is Team Supreme Pegasus 1, Teresa Liu. For a wife to be able to endure 9 years separated so that I can save the family is not something that an ordinary person can do. I really have to give her a big hand for that. 9 years ago, like I said, I came to the Philippines bringing along only a pound of white paper. And because I intend to rewrite the story of my life. And I began my journey in Davao City, came along my first ever active distributor downline, and there's none other than our Team Supreme Pegasus today, Pegasus 2 today, Mr. Rex Pugala. Together, we share those pounds of paper. We rewrite our story, chapter by chapter. And of course, along the way, also came along a young lady who today is our Riway Philippines #1, Faye Cardosa. Really have to give Faye a big hand. Together, we went through thick and thin. Together, we went through quarrels. We went through setbacks, we went through a lot of things. But ladies and gentlemen, the leaders who work together with me has never allowed their past to dictate their future. And this piece of white paper was continued to be shared with one leader to another today. And today, we have thousands of leaders who have made a great change in their lives because of the platform of Riway. The setbacks that we went through, I personally felt grateful about it because in every setback, in every mistake that we made, we found answers, we found ways, and we have become better, we have become more mature. Along the way, ladies and gentlemen, we have people who trusted our leadership, who trusted the way that we have led them from day one they joined Riway International. Ladies and gentlemen, sitting in this room tonight, I'm so proud to say that more than 70% of you is under our umbrella. I really have to give yourself a big hand. Like I mentioned earlier just now, a journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. Those steps were calculated, were taken. The setback that I had prior to coming to the Philippines, I told myself never to allow this same setback to happen to me again. So along the journey came transformation, came changes. Was it painful? Was it difficult? Yes. Because I came to the Philippines as a bankrupt. But it only took me 6 months to clear 5 million debts and reclaim my freedom. So if there's anything that I need to thank Riway International. I need to thank the platform. Because over the last 70 years, right, in my eyes, I see Riway continues to give and give and give and will continue to give towards our success. So really have to give Riway International a big hand. I am very human. I have the downside of me. I face difficulties, but along the way, I'm so thankful and grateful to have a young man who was able to mentor me along the way. And his advice, his direction has made me become a better version of myself. And that's none other than our Riway General Manager, Mr. James Chong. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Riway Philippines is special. A few days ago, the training manager, Mr. JD, asked me, Raymond, how did you manage to develop this kind of heart? I said, maybe it's because of my practice, because of my religion, because the happiness of others is more important to me. And it is for that reason, even though I'm not a Filipino, none of you have ever treated me any other thing else. I really need to thank all of you for this kind of heartfelt, making me so much at home. Ladies and gentlemen, today is the day that you see me on the cover page. And I'm really thankful and grateful. I've been looking forward to this day. I've been looking forward to the day that I can start to create a legacy in my family this very lifetime. And if I can do it as a foreigner, what about you Filipinos? You can do it too. Isn't that correct? Now, over the last few years, Riway Philippines has indeed gone through some setbacks. The leaders sitting in front of all of you today, they persevere, they endure, they overcome. Ladies and gentlemen, today, right after more than 2 years without a recognition in the Philippines, this is today the first that we have. And for those who make their time to come here today, please give yourself a big hand for coming here today. Because from now on, Riway Philippines will become better. They will become stronger. They will become more mature. They will think on the world. They will think on other countries, and in a very short period of time, we would be Riway International #1. Ladies and gentlemen, Mabuhay Philippines!
Team Supreme practices 3 Raymond Long. Once again, thank you so much, Ms. Claudia. Let us give another round of applause.